How you doing, and welcome back. I'm Master Antonio Garcia at CookerPatrolFitness.com. What we're going to take a look at today is using a bench and a free weight to do what's called an overhead tricep extension. So what we're going to take a look at is the position of the body, and then we're going to do it without the weight, and I'm going to show you how to hold the weight, how to adjust the weight, and then we're going to finish up with a demonstration of how to do it. Now, the overhead tricep extension, I've seen people doing, they're sitting down in a small seat or on a bench, and what they're doing is they're coming up over the head in this motion right here, working those triceps right here. Okay? Now, first thing we'll take a look at is body positioning. You want to make sure your feet are flat on the floor, knees bent 90 degrees, make sure your stomach tight and your chest is up. No slouching, no arching back, keep your body straight up and straight down. So when you grab that weight, everything is in place. Important thing when you work with free weights is that posture is even more important because you don't have anything supporting the other body part, so it can lead to injury. Now, when gripping the weight, there's two different ways that you can grab depending on the kind of weight you have. We can grab with both hands like this, okay? And you grab what I use as a triangle if you have a wide enough plate. The only downside of using it like this is that when you do it like that, one arm tends to do most of the work, the top arm. So if I'm like this, this arm tends to be doing most of the work. So make sure that if you're doing it you're switching sides so that the other side is equally getting worked. If you have the triangle, that's the best way to do it because it's actually going to work the triceps equally on both sides. But unfortunately, depending on the free weights you have, you may not be able to make that triangle with a small octagon type weight. Alright, now what I'm going to be using is one of these weights that you can adjust different weights on there by taking off these rings. And I actually, when I do the overhead tricep extension, just put the weights on one side. That way I don't have to worry about the other weights coming loose and falling off above my head down on me from gravity. So I like to put my weights just on one side. Depending on how much you lift, you may fill up the side and need to go to the bottom, but for this kind of weight, usually one side is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to grab with my triangle like this, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it behind the head like this, and I'm going to push up and make sure I get a good flex, okay? You want a full range of motion. You want to be able to push this thing all the way up. Alright, let's take a look at this on the side view. Again, my feet is flat, my stomach is tight, my chest is open. I'm dropping this behind my head. Don't drop it straight down. Okay? You don't want to do a shoulder press. Make sure you're using your elbows to bend and come up and flex. Like this, making sure that you're using proper form and not overarching your back, which can injure it. Again, the biggest mistake I see people make on this movement is they tend to come straight down like this, which is actually a shoulder press. You want to make sure you come behind like this. Notice how my elbows are staying in place, working right here. Like I'm over flex. Flex. Well, that's how you do an overhead tricep extension using a free weight and a bench. Check us out at CookerPatrolFitness.com. Let us know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.